college basketball March Madness begins. This past weekend marked the end of March Madness for high school basketball. The lone Boston Public High School team that made it to the state finals were the Fenway Lady Panthers, who were on a mission to win their third Division IV state title in 4 seasons. But that would be a tall order for the Panthers, as they would have to get by defending state champion Millis High School in order to do it. Let's head to WPI Worcester Polytechnical Institute. There you see Fenway. They're taking on defending champ Millis for the Division IV girls state title. Pick it up in the third quarter. Millis up by 2. Jaleesa Ross with the trifecta at the top of the key. That puts Fenway up by 1 and gives them the lead. It's back to a tie game here when Ross finds Cheyenne Nance out on the break, puts the Panthers up by 2 there midway through the third quarter. Meanwhile, back down the other end for Millis, it's Olivia Donahue with her foot on the line. She knocks down the long 2, ties it up at 30 apiece. End of the third quarter now. It's Jacayla Holloman with the corner 3. Fenway led by 3 after that trifecta. In swing possession, it's Alyssa finally knocking down the wide open jumper right there. Fenway with a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter now, it belonged to Amy Assad. She gets that bucket to go and the foul. She puts Millis up by 1. Next Millis possession, it's Assad. Slicing down the lane there for the basket. She puts the Mohawks up by 3 there midway through the fourth quarter. Minute and a half left to go. It's Assad again inside. This time she puts Millis up by 8. She had 12 of her 21 points in the fourth quarter for the Mohawks. Fenway trying to climb back into it. Takora McIntyre with the steal and the lay-in for the Panthers. She brings them within 4. She had 10 points for Fenway High, but Millis was just too tough down the stretch. There you see Danielle Colfie with the drive on down the baseline. She puts Millis up by 6, and the Millis Mohawks defeat the Fenway Lady Panthers 50-42 in the 2015 Division IV State Championship. They win back-to-back titles for the first time in school history. Boy, a tough way to end the year for the Fenway Lady Panthers, but you got to give them a hand for having another spectacular season here in 2015. While the state tournament is now complete, there's still some high school basketball left on the schedule. This Saturday, March 21st, the Boston City League All-Star Game will take place at the Cabot Center at Northeastern University. The girls' game will kick things off at noon, and the boys' game will follow at roughly 2 p.m. If you can't make it out to the Cabot Center on Saturday, you can watch the game live on Boston City TV, Channel 24 if you have Comcast, and Channel 13 if RCN is your cable provider. The game will also re-air on the Boston Neighborhood Network. With the best of Boston high school basketball all on one court, that game is always a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out. That's going to do it for sports this week, folks. Be sure to check right back here next week for more on Boston neighborhood sports.